Hello here again and welcome back to my channel. It's Obianoju Chris again. Just in case you're coming across my channel for the first time, I am a mom YouTuber and I create content from the United Kingdoms. If this is your first time coming across my channel, you're absolutely welcome. Please do well to subscribe and join this beautiful and amazing family, and I really do appreciate it. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for always sticking with me all through this time. I do appreciate your presence. In today's episodes, we are going to be talking about what no one tells you about moving to the UK or when you move to the UK. So let's not prolong this video. Let's start with the first one in no particular order. The first thing is, I know that before you come here, you probably would have watched a lot of British movies and you would have gathered a lot of accents. Please do well to keep that accent back home and, you know, bring down your shoulder pad and come as a neutral person. Let's put it that way. You might be coming in and you feel that, okay, you're going to probably understand what these guys here are saying. I bet you might not even be able to understand 1/4 of the English they speak here. Every time they speak, you're like, sorry, what did you say? Pardon me, can you take it again? Can you take it slowly? They might be too fast for you to understand. They might be too, the accent might be too thick for you to understand, and you end up not even understanding anything. So the best thing for you to do is just tell them to take it easy, one step at a time. You're obviously going to understand what they are trying to say. And if you're among those people that came here thinking that, oh, I'm coming with an accent and I'm going to, let the British people know that they are not the only one that have an accent, trust me, you're just going to be embarrassing yourself and your family members. Help yourself by not messing up words. Help yourself by not, calling words what you're not supposed to call them. Example is maybe because you want to act like you belong, because you want to let them know that you understand that you speak English, you probably might be calling fork that we used to eat feck, or saying wara instead of saying water or water according to them. At the end of the day, they are like, excuse me, what did you just say? And because you're not sure of the pronunciation, you keep giving it different pronunciations. At the end of the day, you're embarrassing yourself. So stop it if you fall in this category. Just know that you're not going to understand the English they speak for a while, and the accent you're coming with is rubbish. So save yourself the stress and be genuine as much as you can. The second thing is, like back home, when with life generally, you're like, if anything happens to me, oh, I have an uncle that can help take care of me. I have an uncle or a brother that can support me. In the UK, if you're coming with that mindset, you are very wrong. Please come with the mindset that even if you have an uncle or a brother or a sister who lives here with you, at some point in time, you are definitely going to be on your own. And even if they turn to accommodate and feed you, at some point you will be paying for bills, you will be feeding yourself by yourself. So do well to have the mindset that the mentality of I have an uncle or I have a brother who is going to take care of me if anything goes bad really does not work that way. They might help you for a bit, but after a while, they are going to let you be, and you have to be responsible for yourself. Third one is, it is hard to make friends in the UK here without losing your self-value. I know you're like, when I come, I'm going to have lots of white friends, I'm going to have lots of British friends, I'm going to have this, I'm going to make a lot of friends. Trust me, it's easier said than done. If you are one of the people that don't want to lose their self-values, because there are lots of F and S words flying about, that it's either you join them or you stay on your own. So if you're coming with the mindset that I'm not going to lose my self-value and I'm going to make a lot of friends, it will be very hard for you. But if you're interested in losing yourself, you're definitely going to meet a lot of people who might probably not be worth it at the end of the day. Still on the note of self-value, I also know that maybe back home, you probably would have been praying and saying, oh Lord, my God, if you give me this visa I've been asking for, if I step out of Nigeria, I'm going to praise and worship you for the rest of my life. See, it takes the grace of God for you to come to this country and not lose it. Reasons being that they believe so much in policies, and you can only find mostly the old people worshiping and believing in God. The young people want to, have time for themselves, enjoy their lives, and not bother about Christ. So at the end of the day, services might be very, very boring. You might go to church and find it not interesting. You might go to church and realize that you're probably only the black person in that church. You might go to church and find out that you're probably the youngest person in that church. And before you know it, you begin to contemplate every Sunday if I should go to church or if I should not go to church. And before you know, you backslide and you lose your self-value. You stop considering God. You forget the promises you have made to God that if ever I step my foot in the abroad, I'm going to worship you for the rest of my life. So it's very, very easy to lose your self-value once you come to this country, and that is what no one tells you. Another one that no one tells you when you move or when you're about to move to the UK is you're coming with the mindset that, God, when I finally touch down abroad or when I finally touch down UK, heaven knows I'm going to be rich. I'm going to gather all the whole money. Amen. You're going to be rich in Jesus' name. But they don't tell you that by the time you pay for tax, you pay for rent, you pay for water bill, you pay for internet, you pay for insurance, you pay for pension, you might end up not having enough to become rich. The system is rich, no doubt, but by the time you pay for all these things, you might probably not be rich again, and then that's where you start working extra shifts just because you want to be rich. And this brings me to the next point, which is tendencies of you forgetting people back home when you move to the UK, and no one ever tells you that. Yes, so because you want to keep gathering all the shifts, you want to keep working to be able to make ends meet, because you want to be rich, at the end of the day, you realize that you're trying to take so much shift. Before you know it, you're tired, you're knackered, days are going by, and you forget to reconnect with your family members. Or because you have traveled abroad, people back home feel that, oh, this my uncle or this my auntie now stays abroad. He or she probably has like so much money right now, and they keep calling to say, you know what, I need money for salt, I need money for pepper, I need money to sort out myself. And because you're trying to dodge all those things, you realize that you don't pick anyone's call again. I know people that are on this table and they're going to be watching this video. I'm here to tell you that you can strike a balance about it, and probably talk to them and make them understand that life abroad is not as easy as they feel. The fact that they help you do the conversion rates doesn't mean that that is actually what your take home is at the end of the day. So no one tells you that you might not reconnect with your family members. And I just want to let you know that it is very, very important you reconnect with them, because at the end of the day, you're still going to need their services back home. And maybe you were dodging them because you don't want them to ask for money. When you now make that money eventually and you want to build like a mansion in Banana Island, you're going to run back to them and say, you know what, I want to build a house in Banana Island. Can you help me? I will be sending money to you for you to help with the project. And God forbid, they are like, oh, now you have money. When I was calling you, I did not want to answer. And they sway away with your money. You lose everything. So it might be a little bit hard to reconnect with whoever you have left back home. On the final note, what no one tells you about moving to the UK is you might be a professional whilst back home. Let's take, for example, again, case study Nigeria, because I'm a Nigerian and I understand. So you might be a doctor, a lawyer, an accountant, As long as you are not coming with a work visa, even if you are coming with a work visa, let's be factual. The economy, I really do not blame the government because they have worked so hard to take their country to this level, and you are coming from probably a third world country. See, you need to prove yourself that you are capable of, you know, mingling and working in with that standard that the UK government has created. Don't be disappointed when you come in and they are like, we cannot employ you even though you have a PhD in accounting, have a master's in or even if you have a doctorate degree, you cannot just enter into the system like that. You would have to take professional exams that will certify that you are capable of working with that standard. You would have to prove yourself worthy. Yes, that's the right word. You have to prove yourself worthy. And best believe me that there are going to be lots of no's and no's and no's and no's. And at the end of the day, you would be frustrated. So bear it at the back of your mind that coming here and thinking that you're just going to join in as a profession from where you have stopped back home is probably impossible for a period of time. So try as much as possible to have it at the back of your mind that it might probably not work initially, but with time, with effort, with writing professional exams and passing, you would probably get your dream job. That is what I said I should come out today and tell you what no one tells you if you finally, or if you're considering moving to the UK. If you've reached this point of this video and you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do me the favor of subscribing to this channel. Encourage me so I bring out more UK content. I know that a lot of you guys have been enjoying this series, and the only way you can encourage me is by hitting that subscribe button and turning on your post notifications so that you are aware whenever I post up a video. Thank you so much for sticking with me up until now. I really do appreciate it. See you in my next one. Until then, bye.